don't seem characteristic to like a player of his caliber, but those losses happen sometimes because it's Smash Ultimate. You know, sometimes you buffer a dumb input and then you're really sad.
When you put a forwarder.
Yeah.
But no, like super friendly guy, really positive attitude. He's a pleasure to talk to.
Oh,
Also a pleasure to talk to is a coward, and making Robin look like a character. So, but I'm also of the opinion in this game there are no bad characters anymore. I think everyone's playable.
Yeah, and a coward has been proving Robin's worth at Ignition for 6 months now, although getting sniped to hell off of these turnips on the side.
One thing to notice with the Toad is his float movement is really good. Like,
he
Toad
floated to death for a second.
I mean, you gotta be ready for the Levin sword to just blow you up. That's just part of. Oh, okay. I think we're taking a geometry lesson. Like, I thought we were off school. Like, I thought that wasn't happening for a while.
A coward was so ready for that like 15-degree angle off the vertical. That was ridiculous.
Did you see the grab hitbox on that?
A coward is so good at finding specifically the Nosferatus when he does have a stock lead to try and make sure that stock goes further.
He's throwing the entire kitchen sink at him and it's working. This does feel like a matchup though that Robin would do just fine in. Like, has a lot of really good projectiles to disrupt the airspace that Peach wants to be in along with Levin's.
But then you blink and 63% is on Robin, right? The Toad took the stock 10 seconds ago and 76% on Level.
That's part of the Peach matchup, right? Like, you have to understand the fact that the character, if you give them the right opening at low percent, you will take 60. So you have to play this very, like, let them do tic-tac damage with, like, forward air and stuff at low percent, so that way they can't get, you know, their down tilt 0 to 60. That Elf Thunder or Arc Thunder almost killed. But got that Thoron on deck. Will he use it? Will he have a chance to?
Not from the disadvantage, and there you go. Let it rip. And the Thoron does not persist across stock, so this means that's a clear bill of health for Toad. But that's the shield break!
Oh, I wanted him to just, like, contemplate life for a while. Just, like, stare at it. Like, yeah, I did do that.
A taunt or two?
Yeah.
That's what I try to go for with Byleth, and it, like, almost never works. But it's always funny.
It's always funny to just stare at them after you get a shield break.
But Byleth has a Falcon Punch, so I get to do a Falcon Punch.
Yeah, Byleth does have a Falcon Punch, that's fair. But Byleth is not on screen, it was Robin, who's a different Fire Emblem character from a different game.
And letting on a ton of pressure here that Toad needs to find a way through, but won't get the chance as that L-Fire lands the mark.
Yeah, it's similar like how Link would use a boomerang, right? Where you drift back like with your back to them, and then you do the automatic turnaround side B to like take up just a little more ambiguous space where they think they can come in. Like they think they have an opening, and then you just turn the tables on them, and just you get the kill. And
the move lingers for just so long. What are you gonna do? You feel like you can SDI out of it. Sometimes you can. A lot of times you can't.
I find it very interesting as someone that played against Toad. We went to PS2 game 1. I won. Game 2, he ran it back to PS2 against Sonic of all characters, and he almost free-stocked me. I had to like hard bring it back, but like he still won the game. And like you think as Peach, a character that has like lower mobility, you'd want to go to a smaller stage than PS2 against the zone like Robin. But Toad has made it work in the past. Might be able to make it work again, but so far a coward has nothing to say about it.
Peach is technically the faster character of the two.
Doesn't matter when you have a lot of things to throw at her. And you can stand under a platform and do it.
And also not by like much faster. Like small degrees of speed.
She's faster in that she has a much better frame data than Whale uses.
So she can find her way into like just 1.5 character lengths distance away. It's going to be really hard for a coward to respond with anything out of shield. But from that like 3 character lengths away, that's where he really wants to be.
And Toad's starting to find his way in, gets the swat on the forward air, sends the coward flying to death at 105%, which wasn't really getting a lot of early kills in the last game, so that's big. Because Robin sure is going to get those kills.
Indeed, that was a great rebound KO fair. as a coward evens up the stocks. Able to sneak by on here on the ledge.
Yeah, but Toad is unperturbed, getting a lot of damage. Works his way around that Nosferatu.
Yeah, finding that perfect like 45-degree angle, right? Like if Robin wants to like jump there, that's the great way to catch a 45-degree angle, but it's slow.
I like the down throw there instead of just opting for the back air. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't just keep the float going down there. Doesn't matter.
I think it mattered how long he lingered there, right? Because that float only lasts so long. So playing it safe is better than playing it sorry. And there you go. Finishes off the second ledge trap.
Toad has been so consistent with getting those forward air kills on a coward. He just has a beat on when a coward wants to jump off the ledge. And you have to be better at mixing up your timing off of the ledge when you're playing engaged.
Right.
Because she is always ready with those forward airs.
Predictable ledge timing is a very easy way for someone to just delete your stock in this game.
Especially in Peach, where like forward air's pretty slow. So if you give her the time of day to be able to figure out when you're going to be getting off ledge, she will make you pay for it. Toad is doing that.
And now using these platforms to just create as much space as possible. Toad extending this lead, putting that Trump in a tricky situation, and the ledge trump gets the job done on a 2-stock here for Toad, evening up the set. 1-1.
It's such a great example of waiting to use your tricks until you need them. Like, hadn't threatened ledge trump the entire set so far, and just casually kind of drifts down there. Didn't even do like the, stereotypical run to ledge, turn around ledge trump.
Yeah.
Just kind of jumped to ledge, bam, got the back air. Like, that's the things that you save for when you need it the most.
And he could have even slowed it in as a mix-up there, but instead just did not, and it was like just a straight fastball. The callous counterpick from a coward. We see this actually pretty commonly here in his counterpick with speed.
It makes sense. Like, you get the extra space to operate. You're the one that kills super early. So, like, of course you want to big blast as a coward. And definitely seeing a coward wreak havoc on the stage many times, especially with that Thoron in hand.
Right.
I've seen him blow up like Snoopple with that at like 60% into a combo. You also get those platforms, like Robin has such a high jump height, that you can just be on ledge and just go up.
Yeah, the 11-sword forward air covers the platform brilliantly. Like, you think it's a safe respite, but it is absolutely not.
Yeah, just definitely a good counterpick.
And 11-sword neutral air also covering the platform. Does a turnaround F smash? Was that a hard roll read, or was that misinput?
Apparently he's just wanted to use those F smash.
Rising fair?
Okay, the L-Wind is coming back. Okay, it's here to stay. But Toad doing a good job of just holding center right now. Potentially looking for another forward air stock, and he does not quite find it.
There, the counterpick absolutely coming into play. But, oh, great tech! But then you lingered. Or did you drop early?
No, that does cover ledge. If you lose your ledge invincibility, Peach can hit you with that forward air.
That must have been perfectly timed to losing the ledge invincibility if that was the case. And if so, then Toad is moving and grooving in game number 3.
Does have the 11-sword in hand. Does lose it. This is where it gets hard for Robin to potentially find the stock. But does... Wow, that went right through him. He must have still had invincibility from the get-up. But...
And, okay, that would have maybe been a jab KO.
Oh, the gentleman would have killed her.
But there was no 11-sword in hand. But sure.
Thunder just killing raw. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Robin has so much kill power that why wouldn't you want to go to Callus where the big blast ones are going to help you? But it doesn't matter when Toad's just racking up all this
Toad
damage.
threw the book back at a coward. Did you see that? He Z-drop caught the book mid-combo and used it to extend the ledge advantage stage.
Toad is playing so well right now. Just like, does not care what Robin's doing. Like, Robin is a very niche character. Probably doesn't have a ton of experience in the matchup. But Toad is just playing around a coward's option really well.
Right, but at 81%, it really only takes one slip up here for a coward to get back in this game.
Yep, I really like that Toad is respecting the rising Arcfire from ledge. That's a common setup for Robin that can really put you in a bad spot.
He's specifically challenging it with aerials, right? And that just makes the projectile disappear instantly.
Which is Peach's bread and butter, just like that forward air. Like, being able to just hang off stage with that float and interrupt a Coward and Robin before they can get to ledge. Like, what do you do about that? Great coverage, by the way. Like, getting the charge on that down smash.
Not enough to KO, but that's a part of Kalos here, right?
And also just like, you either get a shield break or you get some damage there.
Shield break would have been much greater reward, but you take what you can get. Okay, good stuff on the Rising.
Finally getting the Rising Arc Fire there off the ledge. Sometimes like you can get a little too smart for your own good trying to challenge things, then you mess up the timing and you lose a stock for it. But
Smashes a game of inches like that.
Risk reward, always a constant balance trying to figure out, but just like that, a Coward's trying to rack it up with those 11 sword combos. Dead even right now.
Yeah, using all of this aerial mobility from Peach.
0.3.
Dodge around these arc fires.
Peach had the mobility to not really care about that ledge trap too much. And I like the idea of challenging off stage, you have the mobility to get back on and threaten that area. Who is going to take this? It's just a lot of boxing.
It is, but I feel like Robin can force the issue in this position a little bit harder than Peach can. However, off the stage, it might be Peach's advantage.
And you're seeing Toad just understand that, like, when Robin has disadvantage, you have to agree. Doesn't have a very good disadvantage in eating the forward air and losing the stock. Toad taking game 3, very important in best of 5.
That's the one aerial you do not want to trade with if you are a Coward here, right, is the forward air. And that's the slowest aerial, so you feel like you can get an aerial out edgewise in time. But when it does sneak out, especially off of that side platform, that's going to be trouble.
And there's 2 problems with that forward air. 1, it starts above her, so it covers the top. 2, Robin is not a very good frame. So if she's preemptively putting out that forward air, you will not be able to stuff it out if you're Robin. So getting caught in a bad spot there and losing the game for it. Definitely understand the run back to Kalos though. The game was fine. It was just, you know, a couple breaks here and there. So like, if this is the counter pick you're comfortable with, no reason not to go back.
Using Thoron to just create as much space as possible, add on a little bit extra to set on this lead, but as soon as you get touched by Peach one time, the combo game is here to stay. Now slowing things down, camping under the platform, but look, again, that like 30 to 45 degree angle. Toad finding what he needs to continue this pressure. Pressure and a half to the stock.
He's just so consistent with those. He Z-drops in his hand so that way he can make sure he can get the aerial off. And he's got a lot of just like so many forward air kills off the sides, and it's making it hard for a Coward to hold on to these stocks as long as you want.
But what pressure off the side from a Coward to answer back. That was clean.
Getting too comfortable with your recoveries, where it's okay, I can float out here, nothing's going to happen to me. And you have to be aware of what your opponent is doing while you're recovering. You cannot be looking at yourself. And so just like that, we're back dead even. There's been so much back and forth in this set. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
That pump fake on the float jump from Toad, though, was so clean to force the grab on shield.
His floats are so good. And his base, like, his movement is so strong. You have to have that.
Float is so clutch to moving for any Peach player. And okay, this should be a... I felt like that should have been a free recovery, but the Kalos platform bailing out the Coward here.
And another example.
But no! Waiting out the Thoron instead.
It's an example of why, obviously, a Coward likes the stages, so he has those recoveries. But it doesn't matter when you're being knocked off stage constantly like that. We do have a Mr. Saturn. Oh, he's gone.
Okay, what was it? What was Toad planning?
I don't know.
Side being the Saturn.
It was funny. Like,
I feel like it was shenanigans.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like, you know, wouldn't it be funny if this were? But nothing funny about this deficit that a Coward is dealing with right now. Toad just has all the wheels turning. One stop, just a couple good hits away from booking a ticket to Loser's Final.
That second Nosferatu was specifically to get the book in hand, which would have helped the Coward in these disadvantaged situation. Oh, I felt like it could have led to the up air, but now where do you go?
Go up to the stage, apparently.
finding that specific angle to sneak by Toad's timing.
You know how hard it is to come back on beats like this? Like, with how good her disadvantage state is, you have to guess right so many times. And you are down to last stock, and you do have Lemon Sword in hand, but, like, how are you going to make up this difference?
Dash attack already getting dangerously close to killing. But the disjoint could be the difference, but although you miss for 1 second, you get hit by the neutral air off the side.
That wind book just saved his entire set.
Oh, that arc fire just was barely timed wrong.
What was that DI?
Everyone's living, and now the second dash attack, not quite enough.
Not even close.
A little bit of Kalos helping out.
Back roll.
Off of the shield on the Arc Thunder, it's pretty rare to see that cleanly punished.
Cheese background of shield, really strong option. Hugging it out. Our Toad and a Coward. Chatting it up. Toad making his way to Losers Finals, despite the fact that he shouldn't be here because I killed myself. I'm just kidding. He's playing super well.
Oh, you're gonna let it ride? Let it ride.
I mean, he's playing. He's obviously playing very well. Like
yeah, fantastic.
I don't want to make it all about me. I'm the one on commentary.
A win on a Toad won like 4 sets after that set.
Oh, he's